All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Waharakah Kodash. Double honors to the Apostle Elders, a great millstone. And salutations to Joachim out there laboring and doing this work in truth and sincerity. Today is the 28th of March in the season of the Passover. And I'm just going to be doing a quick lesson on what our real reparations is going to be as far as you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And you know, recently, they've been talking about, giving Jake reparations, for the slavery that our ancestors went through being in this captivity here in this country. And, you know, the only way we're really going to receive reparations, because for one, reparations means to be actually be repaired. And being repaired is knowing our true identity, our true nationality, as well as the God that we serve, which you so called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the majority of you, mostly ignore, which is, basically ignoring your true heritage because we're not black or Latino or Native, but we're the real Israelites, according to the Bible, from the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, from whatever respective tribe, from Judah all the way down to Issachar. And most of our people, choose to ignore that fact, you know. But to those that's acknowledging that and coming back to our heritage, you know, we're going to basically receive, the things that the Most High, had promised our forefathers as far as rulership over the nations, you know, being the kings of the earth, kings and priests of the earth again, once Yahawashi returns. And that's going to be the real reparations that we're going to be receiving, okay? Because anything that Esau offers as far as, so-called reparations here while we're still in this captivity, while we're still an unsovereign nation, can't be, you know, can't be so like well it wouldn't suffice. Let's just say that much. Anything that Esau would give us on this side, as far as reparations, would not suffice. Not 40 acres in a mill, not 25 stacks, for each so-called Negro. None of that would ever suffice as far as reparations. And the reason why is because most of you Jakes, wouldn't know what to do with even that small amount, which is actually, laughable considering, all the hell, that we caught during chattel slavery. 25 stacks is, really, really nothing, you know. Not to mention this currency, this Federal Reserve notes is really crashing and it's really worth nothing at this point. So basically, nothing here is, of any part of a real inheritance for us. I'm not gonna play any of those videos just due to YouTube giving out copyright strikes and what have you. But I just showed those videos there just so any of you that wanted to take a look at them, y'all can go watch them. Okay. So the kingdom of Yahawashi is our reparations. Okay. Because it's through Yahawashi's salvation for the elect and 1/3 that the nation of Israel is going to be restored. Okay. So the first precept I'm going to start off with is Deuteronomy 28:43. It says, "The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low." So the stranger representing these other nations, you know, from here and in Babylon, anywhere across the world, they're gonna be above us, as far as money, resources, riches, and things of that nature. Okay, and we're still gonna be held at the bottom, which is purposely constructed, to keep you Israelites in subjection. Okay. It says, "He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail." Okay, and that's by design. Okay, it's to make sure while we're in this captivity, you know we're basically not gonna have equal footing with the so-called white men in the other nations. Okay. This is Deuteronomy 28:48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." All right, so because we sin against the Heavenly Father, he's the one that's caused these things to happen to us, as far as going into captivity and as far as everything that we need in this captivity, we have to go to our enemies for. You know, so only Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai can get us out of this condition that we're in. Okay, it says Deuteronomy 28:68, "And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt," which is representing slavery or captivity, not the actual land of Egypt. Okay, according to Exodus the 20th chapter, the house of bondage, again with ships. All right, which basically alludes to the transatlantic slave trade that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives was taken into captivity, either from Western Africa to this side of the world, or from this side of the world all the way to Europe. Okay, so that's prophecy that was fulfilled. You know, "By the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again." All right, meaning we're not gonna see or have an inheritance in our homeland again, until Yahweh returns. "And there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you," meaning no man will redeem you. Okay, so for one, we have to be redeemed, and our only redemption is Yahweh delivering us out of here. Okay, as far as reparations, while we're still in this land in a economy that's basically crashing and about to have a whole new system being put in place, where it's still shown that you're, for one, a debt slave to the elites. That's not being repaired or restored at all. In order to be repaired or restored completely, we have to have sovereignty as a nation. Okay. So let's go ahead and get that definition. Let's see. It says which is the best definition of sovereignty. It says the quality or state of being sovereign or having supreme power or authority. All right, and who has the supreme power and authority? Yahawashi. All right, because he's the second in command under the Most High Yahweh. All right, so through him, all nations are going to be in subjection to Yahawashi, and us of the elect and 1/3, we are going to be joint heirs with Yahawashi. So therefore, everything, you know, will be in subjection to us as far as the heathen, these other nations, the earth's resources, everything. It says the status, dominion, power, and authority of a sovereign, royal rank or position, royalty, supreme and independent power or authority in government as possessed or claimed by a state or community. Okay? And that's what Yahushua is going to restore to the nation of Israel is our sovereignty of being out of captivity and being put back in our own position of power. Okay? Once Babylon falls, which is, America. Okay? This is Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Okay? So once we receive this mercy of being delivered out of captivity, we're going to be put back in our own land, which is the land of Israel. Okay? And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. All right, so we were captives under Esau, as well as any of the other nations, wherever we were spread across the earth through the diaspora. Okay? And they shall rule over their oppressors. All right, so which means we're going to rule over these other nations. Okay? It says in Isaiah 60:9, surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from afar, their silver and their gold with them. All right, and that's real money. Okay, that's real money with an actual balance to it because it has weight. It's silver and gold. All right, so we're actually going to receive all the silver and gold that these nations have stored up. Okay, not this Federal Reserve note. Okay, which isn't backed by anything, which is basically worthless now. It says, unto the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thy power, or thy God, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. Okay? So basically, once we're delivered, we're going to be glorified. Okay? And it says, the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, and they shall not they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So any of these other nations who try to refuse, they're going to be utterly put down. They're going to be utterly casted down and destroyed. Okay? All these other nations that was against us, Esau included, is going to be casted down and destroyed. Okay? Who refused to serve us, the nation of Israel. Okay? It says, in Revelation 2 and 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, all right, to him will I give power over the nations. All right, so to those of us that's doing the works, spreading this gospel, keeping the faith unto the end, we're going to receive power over the nations, all right, through our Lord Yahawashi, upon his return. And he shall rule them with the rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter, that shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. All right, so just like the Most High, Yahweh gave Yahawashi this position of power, us being joint heirs with Yahawashi, we're also going to receive the power of rulership over these other nations, that power and authority, which Yahawashi represents that ultimate authority under the Most High Yahweh. All right, so that's going to be our true reparations. So with that, I want to say, once again, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahawashi, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. And with that, I say Shalom.